Hi, you guys. Welcome to Forever Love. My name is Alex.
And I'm done.
And we're the Russells.
Alright, so pretty much God put this on our heart to start doing videos just to encourage other married couples. We've been together 16 years, we've been married 12 years. And we've been through a lot of ups and downs. Marriage is not what you see in the movies or, hearing all these R&B songs. You go through some rough times. Ain't no marriage perfect. And so what we're encouraging you all to do is, if you don't, gain a relationship with God through Jesus Christ and keep God at the center of your marriage. He created marriage to be a representation of Christ in the church. And so you're supposed to be glorifying God with your marriage. And also, we're in a time now where a lot of people are mocking marriage, where it's watered down. You only marry somebody for the benefits, what you can get from them or how they look. And and it don't end up lasting because we got married for wrong reasons. And so, man, we just here to just encourage you all. I guess a little bit of our testimony. We've been dating since high school, 2003.
High school sweethearts.
Yeah, so I was skipping class. I was in the gym. I had the Walkman on, listening to some music. And so I felt the bump. You know what I'm saying? I turned around and she was like, "Oh, what's up with me and you?" And I was like, "What you mean?"
That's your favorite part of the story.
Yeah, you were choosing. And so, long story short, here we are today. We've been through, high school, the typical couple. We had sex outside of marriage. We had abortions. We had different issues going on. But God worked it all out. 2007, we walked in the church. We heard the gospel. We heard the word of God pertaining to marriage. We seen that it was wrong in His sight, me having sex outside of marriage. And so we went to the courthouse 2007, November 28th, and got married, said I do. And here we are today, got 3 beautiful kids.
Amen.
And God's just been showing us favor. Like I said, it ain't been easy, it's been a lot of rough times. But in those times, He's been giving us strength.
Amen. Yeah. Amen. And even through, like he said, the ups and downs, we've enjoyed each other. We're still learning about each other. That's something. People feel like once they get married, it's like, all right, we're married. But no, it's work. Once you say I do, okay, you're still learning about that person. You're still connecting. You're being friends. You're still communicating. You're still just making the marriage work. How you connected when you first got together, that's how you're continuing to do during your marriage.
Keep dating each other. Keep continuing to hold the door open for her. One thing my pastor told me when we first got married was always let your wife know she's beautiful every day. We never know. We live in a society where it says, oh, she's supposed to look like this or she's supposed to look like that. She's supposed to look how God created her to look. And so, she made His image, so she's already beautiful. So let your wife know she's beautiful every day. Hold the door open for her. For her, I buy random flowers or roses, or she might just come home and, it's a random gift sometimes. So just to continue to let her know she's appreciated. Me and the kids appreciate her for the mother she is, for the woman of God that she is. And and so going back to our story, man, I pretty much was staying in the projects when we started dating. She used to come over to my mom's apartment, and after that, I got an apartment on my own. I was 19 years old, and from there we got another apartment. Then eventually, 23 years old, we purchased our first home and stayed there for 7 years. And God opened the door for us to get this house we're in now built. And so, a lot of people see all this stuff and see us now, and they don't know the struggles that we went through. They don't know the times where we didn't have nothing but God and but our faith in God. Mm-hmm. And so, what I would say to all my dudes out there, if you're looking to pursue marriage, or if you're already married, and there's a lot of pressure when it comes to providing for a family, for other people other than yourself. And so, I would say, stay humble. Be willing to step outside your comfort zone. For me, what took me to the next level financially is I went to truck driving school. And so I don't really like to drive, or I hate traffic. But to provide for them, I have to deal with it. I have to deny myself, and man up and just deal with certain things, do what I got to do to take care of my responsibilities. And so, I know a lot of people that they get caught up in chasing their dreams and what they want to do, and their family is suffering because what they're chasing, and in that process they're not bringing income in, or they're not providing, and then sometimes the dream don't even happen because that's not the will of God for their life anyway. And so I would say once you have kids, once you get married, or even if you want to get married, you know, if you courting or dating or you got a fiance, y'all engaged, you know, do what you got to do to provide. Whether it's, you know what I'm saying, a sanitation worker, a janitor, you know, bagging groceries. You got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Stay humble. Continue to keep God first, and you know what I'm saying, and know that as you seek His kingdom, He's going to provide. He's going to make a way. And so, go
I was going to say for my wives, or future wives, just to encourage you all to continue to pray for your husband. Yeah. Pray that God will give him guidance, give him wisdom to lead him so that he can lead you, your family. Yeah. Ask God to give him strength. Ask God to continue to cover him and respect him and honor him and encourage him. And to allow him to know that you have his back regardless, no matter what. So, that's just an encouragement for the women.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just an introductory video. Like I said, in other videos, we're going to have different topics that we're going to touch on. We're going to have different guests that's going to come and we're going to chop it up with them. This is just an introduction, just to allow y'all to get to know us, to tell y'all the reason behind the videos and why we're doing it, and just allow y'all to get to know God and, you know, and to keep God in the center of your relationship, your marriage, you know. God made the woman for the man for the woman. And so if you truly believe that God gave your spouse to you, then, you know, you got to have that mindset that divorce is not an option. Yeah. And once you have that mindset and you start to speak that, the enemy is going to bring stuff to divide you. Mm-hmm. Whether it's financially, whether it's a person, that's why words say what God put together, let no man separate. Yeah. And so not even yourself. Yeah. And so just continue to, the more you focus on God, the more you decrease, the more God will increase. I seen years ago, it was a picture, and it was a triangle. It showed God at the top, the man at the bottom, the woman at the bottom. And the closer they grew to God, the closer they grew to each other. Yeah. And so just know, like, man, when you get in arguments, when you get in situations that seem kind of tough, stop right there, pray. Even if you got to take time out to go gather yourself, you know what I'm saying, just separate for a little bit till it cool down. Yeah. Do that, you know what I'm saying, come back together and pray. And just continue to really keep God first. Because know that, you know what I'm saying, this flesh is a beast. The flesh ain't no joke. Yeah. And the flesh want to do what they want to do. And so we got to continue to keep God first, continue to not allow ourselves to be led by our flesh, by our emotions, but to be led by the Spirit of God. Mm-hmm. And like I said, you're not going to be perfect. We're not perfect. We, you know what I'm saying, bump heads. We have certain situations, disagreements. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, it's God who's holding us together. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't have God as our foundation, I don't know where we would be. Yeah. And so, like I said, this is just an introduction, just to encourage you all. And we pray that y'all like, subscribe, and watch the future videos. You know, like I said, we're going to have a lot of different content. We're going to have the kids come. Yeah. And they something else or whatever, but they're going to come and do their little things. They want to start a YouTube channel anyway. Yeah. And so we hope this bless y'all. We hope this encourage y'all. We hope that y'all continue to seek God, that y'all continue to keep God in the center of your marriage. And for those of you who courting, that you're just, you know, seeking God. Like I said, even if you're not even courting and you're not dating and you don't know who your spouse is, serve God in your singleness. You know what I'm saying? Seek God in your singleness, and then seeking God and then serving God. He who find a wife find a good thing. How can you find a wife if you're not being led by God, if you're not in one and in tune with God? Yeah. And so continue to seek God, serve God, and allow God to lead you to your wife. Yep.
That was awesome, husband.
Yeah. We ain't got nothing written down. We just freestyling. So, man, we hope y'all have a blessed weekend. We don't know when we're going to upload this video, but much love and God bless.
Yep. Take care.